It's been 20 years since the passing of St. John Paul II, the Pope whose pontificate changed the fate of the world. I remember that day I was walking home when the church bells began to ring. I had returned from a prayer vigil, and it was clear to me that this meant the passing of the Pope. And then I felt that this was, in my life so far, one of the most pivotal historical events. How do we remember the Holy Father today? He was a person that I don't think will ever occur again in our history. Personally, for me, he was a very important person. He was a very intelligent man. He liked people. He loved Poland. He loved the Polish people, and he loved the whole world. On October 16, 1978, Karol Wojtyła, born in Wadowice, was elected to the Holy See and took the name of John Paul II. The communist authorities of the Soviet Union feared John Paul II, as evidenced, for example, by the actions taken by the communist authorities, restricting his ability to attend masses held during his successive pilgrimages to his homeland. Poland had a special place in the heart of St. John Paul II, who visited our country 9 times. This affection was reciprocated. Each of his visits gathered millions of faithful. During the communist era, the communist authorities did not like it, and every word spoken by the Pope was like a spark, lighting the fire of freedom in the hearts of Polish people. Let your spirit descend and renew the face of the earth, the face of this land. The pontificate of the Polish Pope was of great importance for the collapse of the communist system, not only in Poland, but also in other countries of Central and Eastern Europe. His first pilgrimages to Mexico or Poland were landmark events that really changed the way the Church communicated with the world, but at the same time showed that the Pope was such a leader of the Catholic Church. The Holy Father was able to use his talents to powerfully proclaim the Word of God. John Paul II was also an actor by passion. He had such a talent for acting, at least amateur acting. He was not afraid of public appearances. The gift with which John Paul II was blessed and the strong persistence of the Solidarity activists led in consequence to the fall of the Iron Curtain. John Paul II was very active in the fields of international politics. Such dramatic events in the history of Poland and the world shaped his personality and spiritual sensitivity. They made him, as Pope, a steadfast defender of human rights, an advocate of peace, and a voice of conscience of the modern world.